Today is a big bookshelf day.
So now we're up here.
No idea if this is gonna work.
So they only have 1x12s in 7 foot, not 8 foot. We are one with wood. Very visual person. This is my dream. This is what I want to build. Materials I can get to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. See, can you say it? It's very talkative today. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. We're dressed, we're ready. Big day working on the bookshelves. I'm dedicating all day. Yesterday, it was not on my bingo card for my brand's software system to have a mind of its own about 6 a.m. As orders are being fulfilled and shipped out for them to all be canceled and customers to get emails, automated emails that said for unforeseen circumstances, your order has been canceled. I would be so mad. I did damage control all day. I emailed everyone personally. I was in customer service. So if you got an email, it was me. I was in customer service all day. When I figured it out, it was about 9 a.m. And then until maybe 7 o'clock last night, I was just making sure that everyone was informed. There was no problems. It was just the system just decided to do this. Things being a founder just happen sometimes and you gotta handle it. So today is a big bookshelf day. So we're gonna go get wood. We're gonna relook at the top part of the bookshelves. We're gonna be outside cutting wood. I'm just we're gonna spend the day together. You guys are gonna be along for the ride with me. I need to go find my paper because I've been working on the bottom area and I wanted to do this in stages because I feel like the measurements and things are going to change. I don't like to do everything up front. That's when errors happen. I like to take it one step at a time. So now that we're moving on and working on the next phase, I want to get some things put in and then remeasure, get some wood, stuff like that. I think I have yes, perfect, okay. Yeah, so now we're up here. We're to this portion. So I need to calculate that section again so I can get the wood. I knew I kind of already worked on the top part. Now that I'm attaching it to the wall, I need a little bit more support, some more 2x4. So I need to get those 1x12x8s. Okay, the shelves I'm doing last. Obviously that's the last thing that goes in. And they're very specific to how much space I've got left when this starts to be built. So that's definitely last. Shelves and face frames, doors and shelves are phase 3 of building. I thought I was getting low on, this is how I'm putting them together with this Craig pocket hole system. I've done so many projects with this. I did all of the cabinetry at the cottage, the boxes and things all with this system. You use a thing like this. I'll show you later. I knew I had tons of different sizes of screws here. For some reason I bought these big packs, but I just found one more. I thought I was out of this size, and you need 1.25 inches to do the regular size wood that you get from the hardware store, which just ends up being 3/4 of an inch thick. You need 1.25 inches, half an inch over basically. So I found a whole nother pack. I don't know what kind of projects I thought I was going to be working on here, but I was prepared, so I crossed that off my list of things that I need. Okay, let's run to the lumber shop. I'll fill the car as much as we can with lumber and come back. We made it here. I have not asked about a delivery, how much that would be or what that would look like. I'd like to do it where I can just load as much as I can in the car and call it a day. I do need 16 of these specific larger boards, so maybe this is gonna go well, maybe not. So I have really good 90-degree angle clamps in Texas, and mine are not cutting it here. They are very tiny. I don't know why I got them. They're just I'm struggling with them and it's taking me too long. So I want to get more of a hefty duty one. There's this one, 90 degrees, or there's this one that you can do different angles. I've never done different angles or needed to do different angles, but this is definitely cheaper. This one is $15. This one's double the price, but very strong. There's also this one that has 2 table clamps. I've never seen that before, that you can clamp it down for the same price. And I don't have to clamp it down, but the ability to is pretty cool. This is all clear
Douglas fir. This is the one side I didn't take a picture of last time I was here. So I didn't know what came in the smaller nominations. Oh, okay. So they only have 1 by 12s in 7 foot, not 8 foot. I think it'll still work. I just have to modify. I need to be very cautious of like my cuts and stuff, so.
Hard work, please. Hard work.
Just looking at the pricing here, because normally it's cheaper to buy a longer piece, but this 1x4 by 8, that's $8, so that's $1 a foot, right? $1 a foot. You're going up $1 a foot, all $1 a foot. This $6.99 for 7 foot, $1 a foot, $1 a foot. Oh, wait a minute, $4 for 5 foot, $3 for 4 foot, $2.29 for 3 foot. This right here is the best value per square foot. This is like the same as buying bigger pieces, you know, so you're not saving more, but this is the best value. These are cheaper per foot. I'm gonna get some of these. So all the pieces matter, like I'm picking out the pieces that I want, but the pieces that matter the most are what you're gonna see from the front, the face frames. I don't want them to be super pink like this. I want them to be more all the same green and more like this. You see the difference? So picking your pieces is like really important. I'm going through and literally picking out the exact pieces that I want. When I find a good one, I get excited. We are one with wood. I have to drive slow because I have it kind of like twined down, because the pieces are just that much too long. So we're gonna take it easy, and we are gonna have to deal with a dinging car thing. But if I can pull off this build, I spent almost $500 on this wood. If I can pull this off, I'm really gonna build this whole huge custom bookshelf for our living room for a fraction of what it would be to buy something like this, which is always so fun. You know what I mean? Because that's always the goal with everything. I can do that and put in the, you know, like the sweat equity kind of thing, like the arm power to like pull it off and have it be really beautiful. I just hope it comes together. You know, you never know when I'm starting a project. You never know how it's really gonna go. Did you make soup?
I think so. I just didn't have a lot of vegetables though.
Like a minestrone kind of soup? Oh, it smells good.
I got to put a little red pepper flakes in there. I called for it, and it's a little spicy.
A little bit or a lot of it?
A little bit.
Ooh, yum. It'll give me, I got all of the wood. The car is like packed. I had to like tie it down, but I did not want to take a second trip up. I didn't have to.
No.
All of the wood for now. I just didn't get like trim crown molding, because that's like the last step. You know, like why I don't actually know how much I'll need until I can measure it.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I carrots or celery or kidney.
I don't really like the celery in minestrone soup anyways. Oh, you put noodles.
Minestrone, you know, it calls for like, I don't know if it calls for pasta, but that's pasta usually. I don't know. Well,
Sounds good to me. I'm hungry. I know every time I go to that place, I always say how nice they are, and like it's just having such a good experience when I'm at that smaller like lumber place. It's called Annawalt. And they have a couple of locations, and they like are not asking me to say this. They're just genuinely so friendly. I was in there and I could actually think. I could think about my project. I could take my time. I could pick every piece, because I picked every wood piece that I needed. Because I know it was probably because there's not a lot of people in there, so I was able to like do my own thing. But like, oh, it's just so nice. And they helped me load my car. Like, you just don't get that at the, you know, big box stores. It's just so nice. So, and I don't feel like the wood was more expensive for that experience. You know, sometimes when you go to like the smaller places, the smaller hardware stores, it can be like more expensive to purchase there, but I don't think so at all. And I got like they have tons of options. I cannot say enough good things, truly. Got the whole car unloaded. Romeo helped me. I'm gonna test out this angle clamp with table clamps as well. I did modify the design of this cabinet a bit from the last time. So just a bit, because of the pieces that I could actually get my hands on wood. It's not like building the cabinetry at the cottage. I used plywood for that, and I could cut it to size. I could cut it to whatever size I wanted to. This, I want it to be real wood. And if I wanted these pieces larger than 12 inches wide, which is the widest that most places carry, I'd have to glue them and plane them together to build a larger piece. I would be gluing and sanding and planing them together to make the entire cabinet. I would need so many clamps. I would need so much. I'd be gluing wood together for weeks. It was just like not feasible. So I did end up making it skinnier, for lack of a better word, basically the depth. I changed that a little bit. I was like, it is not worth gluing and investing in the clamps and planing and sanding and all of the things for 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I figured out a way that I can kind of like make it look deeper. So I can't. That's so much work for not. Those are all the things you have to think about when you're building something like that, right? It's like you have to think about like, okay, this is my dream. This is what I want to build. Let me measure it out. Now let me see what materials I can get and then modify the original design to meet somewhere in the middle. It's like, this is what I can get. This is what I want. Let me tweak some measurements to make it work so that I could actually build it. So that's what I had to do. Love that. Finally ready to start. I got all my workspace cleared and all of my tools that I need for this particular part of the project. My camera's up, my mics are working. I'm getting better at this mic system, I think. It was hard when I first got it. It was like a learning curve to make sure that I wasn't talking too loud because I usually do that. Like I would literally talk all the way to the mic on the camera, but it worked for my projects because I end up ruining things because I get so dirty with my projects, like paint and sawdust and stuff, that it's already bad enough that I touch my camera, you know, so I didn't want something on me, but I think it's improved a lot. So let me know if you guys think that it has. Of course, a dog would start barking right now, of course. After I did the tape on the wall, kind of figuring out the overall design of the bookshelves, project in So first is the base. It is going to be lifting the cabinetry up off the floor a little bit. I'm a very visual person, and I don't trust me drawing it out all the time with my projects. So I usually start a new cut or a new section of something I'm working on by laying it out and laying it on top of each other, like the different pieces. Because I'm trying to make this cabinet have the illusion of being deeper than it actually is. You'll know more later, but like that's kind of the goal I'm trying to do. Literally lay it out and like measure it out. It's like I've got 3.5 for a 2x4 to be on the wall. And then I've got 1/2 inch for the backing that I don't have yet. That's still the part that I need to source for the top. They had one piece he recommended, but they only had one and they're not carrying it anymore. So they said to go somewhere else for a specific thing that they think that's going to give me the look I want. So the actual board, 15.25 before the face frame, which will be an additional 3/4 of an inch. So it'll bring the whole cabinet to 16, which is the goal now. So that's perfect. So now in the base, I just want to triple check because I don't want to have waste. 11.75, 1.5. So I came to the little hardware store because what I'm trying to screw into and anchor all this into, it's concrete. I hadn't attached anything yet, so now I'm to the attaching phase. I always overpay when I come here, but it's like easier to get to than a big box store. Anchor and screw in one. Works in all wall type, wood to metal, brick, and concrete. Okay, I'm really hoping that these work because I've always had trouble screwing into concrete. I feel like I try a million different things and they never work out. I wonder if I have to drill. No idea if this is gonna work. Well, I just always tend to have issues unnecessarily. Where'd my drill go? Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try without the board and see if I can just get something in.
Yeah.
See, I can't even like, I'm gonna try and drill. Maybe that fixes it. I burned through most of the bits that I had to drill so many in there. It worked. I got a drill. Yeah, look. Okay, so once I actually could screw through the wood into the concrete, it went really quickly. Step one of actually the install is complete. This feels good that it's like more than just tape on the walls. I'll let you have a sneak peek. This is step one, support and structure. So it's not gonna make any sense until you just gotta trust me. Keep on watching throughout the process. You know, and honestly, me too. I don't really know if it's all gonna come together, but I've got a solid plan in my head. So this is the structural part. This is how I'm gonna make the bookshelves give the illusion that they're a little deeper than they actually are with this back support. So this all looks so good. Check. Okay, it is gonna get, I hurt my finger. It's gonna get dark soon. Romeo has a basketball game, so Kate has been loving going and watching him play. He wants to play, so he wants to go on the court and he wants the big balls. Like the big basketball. Yeah, he's trying to chase after you. He wants the big ball, so I always bring a small ball with him and I just let him kick it and I keep him off the court. It's challenging, but he's just so happy. You wanna go? Yeah. I'll just bring his clothes. I'll get him dressed in the car over there. Oh no! Oh no! Why? Is it bust? It didn't bust, did it? Okay, I'll do it when we're out there. We got those collapsible hoses right after we moved in. I love them because they expand and they're not so heavy, but you have to drain them. We've busted 2 of them, I think, when we were renovating and stuff. The guys would use the hoses and then leave the water inside, and you can't do that. It'll bust the hose. So we've gone through 2 of them already. So I try and remember to, when I'm watering, to like drain it. I forgot last night. Oh, got a few things to open. This box is from our place. You're in need of some new cookware. I think they're having a good Black Friday sale. I'll leave my link like below for you. I think. Ooh. We have this pan that we love, the Always pan, the titanium. It's really nice. And I like it being stainless steel because it matches the top of our oven, because we have a mixed metal oven. Ooh, these are also really nice. Look how nice. Fantastic. Romeo was just saying how we have like 2 pans that he's been using that I got at Home Goods that we've just destroyed, that we're like gonna have to like move on from. Perfect timing. This one, rifle paper cut. Holiday! It's feeling like a holiday. 100%. I got some pretty bows. We're doing, obviously need wrapping, some ribbon. Oh, I got the prettiest ornament. I always like an eclectic mix of ornaments that have like, just like pretty colors, like moody colors to mix in. Oh, I thought this one was so pretty with the blue. Oh, I have some other things that I got that I didn't show you guys after the Halloween carved thing that we walked through at Descanso Gardens. They had like a holiday shop. Well, they had a shop and they had holiday things, so I bought some things. Some MaCenna Matches, no card set. Some stickers, name stickers for presents. Oh, I thought these were so cute. These like Christmas spatula set. I got a platter from them last year that matches this Nutcracker because I have these salt and pepper shakers that are not really for the season. They fit more like spring, summer vibe. For the table, because we host for Christmas, I got this porcelain salt and pepper shaker set. So cute. And then they match the platter. Oh, I love that. Romeo's gonna be very excited about that. Love. And also, a gift bag. I liked this print a lot. When we went to Descanso Gardens to the Halloween carved, we were waiting to get coffee and there was a decor shop, kind of like a garden, like a plant shop, but they had a little bit of decor right in the front and they had all Christmas stuff, and I saw this hummingbird and I could not pass it up. My grandmother loved hummingbirds, and so every time I see one flying through our camellias, or it just reminds me of her. So I got this felt ornament for the tree. I thought that was so sweet. And I saw this pillow that I thought was so pretty. It said Merry Christmas on it, and it had like little beads, a little bead detail. That was so sweet. So I got those two things. Not sure where they're originally from. Oh, Creative Co. They have a lot of that stuff. I thought that was so cute. Wild Woolies felt bird ornament. So